Thomas. Toney's just busier. Works there. The jab down the middle, the right to the body. Boy, doubled up on the left hook. Up top and down low. Boy, that was a nice sequence.
Work. We're in round 4. It's scheduled for 8. Little connect inside from Thomas. That's the end of round 4. What was he upset about, Jimmy?
I don't know. I couldn't see what it was. He looked like he looked at the referee, but it turned him on because this is what happened. He decided he wanted to get back at it, and Danny Thomas decided to become a fighter. Left-right combination, and now he wants to fight. And I think your point's well taken, George. During this whole stretch, Toney did not lose composure at all. While Thomas was talking to him, yelling at him, let's go, let's mix it up, Toney stayed back, weathered the storm, and in my opinion, came back after that first 30 seconds. Now here's where the complaint is. He's pointing at Toney's hands, it appeared. Toney nailed him with a left to the body, and then Thomas decided to get to work. But that 30 seconds, I don't think won him the round.
I don't think so either.
You know, because the next 2.5 minutes, James Toney just went right back to work to the body and really out-punched him and out-hit him.
Which makes it, on the Brandstatter scorecard, 40-36. And out by that, too. Back to work on the body for James Toney. Looking to punish Thomas some more.
Well, that's right, too, because he worked inside to the body, and Thomas was holding the right glove. And Toney still managed about 3 shots with his left to the body while Thomas was holding on to the right glove.
Toney with a slam to the kidney, and then he goes up, then back down, double up on the left.
Wow. Those aren't light either. They're heavy shots.
They're landing like thuds. Only with an uppercut after an attack near the kidney. Thomas off the ropes with another mini flirt. Through 2, landed 1. Now he's caught in the corner.
Look out for the left hook from Thomas. He likes to come off the ropes with that left hook.
He took a peek to see if he could throw it, too. Thomas has awakened just a little bit in the last round and a half. He's still being punished by Toney. Toney got through the gloves there with a jab.
Yeah, it looks as though, you know, Thomas only fights about 30 seconds every round, and that's just not the way you're going to win a fight. The strategy of Toney is to work to the body, then go back up to the middle with the left jab, maybe lead with the right on a counter like he did there. For the most part, Thomas is only fighting about 30 seconds to 40 seconds of every round.
You're right. At the end of this round, we'll take another commercial break. We're in the final 10 seconds now. Toney still scoring. folks, and here we go at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Undefeated James Toney is dressed in black. And he's way up on points, folks. Thomas doing a little dancing, but then decides to sit on the rope.
Okay, Toney did a great job there cutting that ring off because he wanted to dance out of the way. Toney just stood there, backed him into the corner, and really that didn't give him a spot to get away. That's good footwork.
Punches have been dropping just a little. I think that might have been what Thomas was upset about when he picked up the pace a couple of rounds ago. His corner, though, has not registered any kind of complaint. Good flurry from Toney, and another.
You know, the other thing that Toney's doing is in boxing they say the thing to do is get off first. Well, Toney, when they get up there, it is. The first jab is always coming from Toney. Thomas, maybe 1 out of 5 times will throw the first punch when they set up. That's not going to do much for you either. Toney is getting off first and creating offense for himself.
Thomas scores. Toney's right back out.
Well, the big right hand that Thomas threw landed heavily on almost the point of the shoulder of Toney. I don't think it hurt him very much. Made a lot of noise and some people cheered, but I'm not sure it hurt him. There's something that hurts when you run the left jab right down the middle and snaps the head back.
And it did. Thomas's corner wants the hook.
Well, that's his shot. A big left hook.
We're closing out round 6 here. But Toney's still in charge. Dennis Andres in the main event tonight as the light heavyweights get in the ring. Tell you what, referee Tommy Paraskevich jumped between them there at the end of the round. He came close to taking a shot himself. Every once in a while, those guys got to have huge nerve.
Yeah, they do, especially get in there with some heavyweights or the light heavies, which we'll see next. And you know, we talked at the top of the show, George, about Andres and Clarismundo Silva, who will be our main event, the light heavyweights. This guy Silva is not going to be the easiest thing in the world for Dennis Andres, the former world champion. Andres, you know, trains hard, works real hard, but a lot of people feel that the listing of 33 years of age might not necessarily be all that accurate. And I think that he really has got to work hard and make sure that he doesn't give Silva, who's a youngster, and not a youngster at 29 by any means, but who's a veteran who's been around and fought a lot in South America, doesn't give him a chance to feel like he's got a shot to winning. Because if he does, then all of a sudden, Silva becomes a much better fighter.
Silva's got a chin, too. Not a China chin. Brandstedter's got Toney way up here as we're in round 7 of 8. Danny Thomas from Evansville, Indiana against James Toney from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
I don't think there's any question that if Thomas is going to win the thing, he's got to knock Toney out. He's just giving away too many rounds by accepting body shots.
Every once in a while, he decides he wants to go for it. But it hasn't been on his mind in the last couple of minutes.
It really hasn't. If you counted the punches, too, in the fight, I think it'd be 3-4 to 1.
I agree.
In favor of Toney, the number of punches thrown.
Tell you what, Toney's connected on a nice percentage, too. Short with a jab, but not with a hook to the body.
Thomas looking to get busier. Big right. There's
Thomas does score.
That's where the
back with the left, too.
That's where the carelessness of James Toney talked about it prior to the fight. Gets a little lackadaisical, a little careless, ran into an overhand right.
Now we're going to slug it out. Toney backing away just a little. Trying to clear his head, maybe. One right caught leather by Toney. The next one caught Thomas. Thomas looks like he's still trying to measure Toney, but
in the meantime, he's giving away points.
Man, is he getting some body shots.
Seven to nothing in punches right there. 8-0.
Thomas saying they don't hurt.
They count.
Toney knows they do, and you're right, they also count. Here we go, the 8th and final round. James Toney way up on points. They touch gloves, and here we go. Danny Thomas in blue needs a knockout to win. He wants to rumble in the corner, does he?
Now, Thomas wants to come off the ropes with that left hook. I mean, that's, you know, his best shot when he's been more aggressive has come when he's fought with his back to the ropes. Tried to lure Toney in. Toney got it right back the middle of the ring.
Toney looking to go 15-0. Good, solid right by Thomas, though, followed up with a fair left.
Blood now in the mouth, too, of Thomas.
Some shots here in the 8th.
Hey, Toney's getting careless, and he's been hit with 2 overhand rights in this round.
Boy, Thomas tried that left hook. Nearly knocked him down when he missed. Man, is he going after him. That's the old, you got to knock him out to win syndrome. He heard it in the corner, and he knows it. And he's going to go for it.
It's his only chance.
We're halfway through the final round right now. Minute and a half left. Thomas bleeding from the mouth. Still the victim of body shot after body shot from Toney. Now Toney doing a little head hunting with a jab.